Hello my dear friends, thank you so much for watching. In this video I want to be taking you on the concept of faith. There are so many explanations or biblical teachings on how you can apply faith, how you can learn about faith and what you can do to have faith. But do we actually understand the concept of faith? Do you actually apply it in our daily lives? I have to tell you some stories, personal stories that aligns with this concept. Because according to the scriptures, we are meant to understand that faith is the proof of the things we do not see. That means it is a proof of the things you do not see. You didn't see it, but as a proof. So it's actually a bridge trying to connect the things which you hope for and the things you have at the moment. So it's a bridge connecting the things you have and the things you don't have. So once you now approach this thing you have, you understand, through that bridge called faith, you have basically understood or you have actually applied the knowledge or the wisdom embedded in faith. So when it comes to the faith of a thing, I remember vividly when I was looking for admission into the University of Nigeria and Nsukka, I basically wrote JAMB for 5 times. I wrote JAMB for 5 good years. When I mean 5 times, not 5 months. I wrote JAMB for 5 years. And each of these years I've been writing JAMB, I kept on failing until my 5th JAMB. I applied the concept of faith. And the reason why I apply this concept of faith is because of the team of people I have around me, team of religious people, because you always understand faith from people who always get associated with the business or the concept of faith. When I mean business of faith, they do it, they occupy themselves with faith-based activities. So I apply the concept of faith, and what did I do? I basically wrote JAMB for 4 times. On the 5th time, I decided to give myself admission. I give myself admission entails that I have to come to the institution I'm looking for. I'm looking at admission, I'm trying to get admission into to live in that particular institution and go to school with the student. That is the expression of faith. I actually have a proof of the things I do not see, the proof of what I do not see. So that proof is for me to be in the university environment, to be going to school with the students and be learning with them. I have my friends around who can give testimony to this, who can actually give approval to these stories. I kept on going to schools to this. I kept on going to classes with the students. So when I enter classroom, lecturers will ask questions. I'll stand up and answer questions. And they will ask me, which department are you? I will say, I'm a civil engineering. They said, oh, good, that's good. I'll meet the class rep of that particular department, of that engineering department. Say, guy, I'm in your class. So I say, wow. So I literally apply the concept of faith. So when I now understood, after understanding the concept of faith, you have to now reinforce that faith. How can you reinforce faith? By work. That's why they say faith without work is dead. You have faith, you are going to get admission of your choice. I want to follow my principles, and you go to the university of your choice and just go there and stay and be sleeping. And you think you are going to get that admission, you are deceiving yourself. You have to apply the reinforcement of faith, and that is work. Now, having gotten that proof of the things I do not see, I have to now apply the work needed to help me pass that particular bridge and get to where I want to get to. I have to strategically apply that particular principle and cross that bridge and get what I wanted. So what do? I have to now get the necessary materials, necessary things I need to read and prepare myself for the screening I'll be writing. So I engage myself in what I regarded as Arnold Schwarzenegger's principle. This is a principle I learned from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor of California. I learned the principle. That principle is called 6 hours per day principle. Every single thing you tend to achieve, you apply 6 hours per day in it in order to achieve it. So I give myself 6 hours per day. Every single day, I was going to library. I was going to classroom, from class to library, back to back, every single day. I must commit 6 hours in my studies, in those courses or in those subjects I want to write in exams. Because in Nigerian institution, you are meant to be given admission once you write 2 exams. One is JAMB, Joint Admission and Matriculation Board. You write their exams. Next one is PursuitME. That is screening into that particular institution you have applied. So I wrote my JAMB when I was preparing. I got 251. I got 251. So when I got 251, I was like, I've been writing these exams for the past 4 years and I haven't gotten this admission. At this very moment, it is now or never. So I have to get the admission by all means possible. Having applied the concept of it by coming to that institution to stay and live with the student. So I have to let the institution be aware that I'm a student of that institution, that I want to be part of them. They shouldn't push me out. That I'm ready to be with them. I'm no longer afraid of, being with them. That I'm no longer concerned or trying to doubt my presence or trying to doubt my possibility of being admitted into that institution. So that display of faith or demonstration of faith, I applied it to work. And after the screening, I got 291. One of the highest scores you can get in Nigerian screening exams. Can give you any type of course you want to study. Medicine, pharmacy, law, anything. I smashed it in engineering and I was admitted into the University of Nigeria and Nsukka. And to cap it up, I was able to get this admission on the 26th of September 2019. That was my birthday. On the day of my birth, I was given admission to study because of my choice. Is God not wonderful? So anytime you are trying to apply faith in action, you are trying to apply the principles of faith in action, and then you reinforce this faith with work, you are trying to pull divine principles, you are trying to pull divine power, you're trying to pull divine force towards what you want to achieve. And they will know you are serious. Because the universe is always listening to you. They want to know whether you are serious with it. They have seen that you are serious with it through your consistency. They'll do what? They'll answer that prayer which you have been yearning, which you have been seeking for. So I gained this admission to study the course of my choice, civil engineering, and by the special grace of God, I will be graduating this year as a civil engineer, a certified civil engineer. So that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to demonstrate, I'm trying to give you the concept of faith, that if you have faith, if you say you have faith, you must demonstrate it through your action. You must show the fact that you have faith. You must put things in place like Abraham did. He's our father of faith. You read his stories. You learn how to apply faith. The proof of the things you did not see. Once you want something, before you have faith, you must have hope. You can't have faith without first having hope. It is that hope that will now project you into having faith. So from there, you can now reinforce the faith with work. Because faith without work is dead. So if you have any problem you want to solve, any kind of things you are looking for, or you want to implement in your life, and you want to apply the concept of faith, don't forget, demonstrate this faith through movement. Going to that thing you want. Don't just wait for it to come to you. You go to it, you approach it, and then reinforce that faith with work. And once that faith is reinforced with work, the divine principle, the divine forces, the divine arrangement will pull all the necessary things needed for you to get what you want, like it did for me. I got my course, the course I've been yearning to get on the day of my birth, because I applied the principles of faith. There is reason for every single intentional thing you do. And there is always a result for every intentional thing you're trying to implement in your life. Try to be intentional and try to remain faithful as you are going about your different various businesses. God bless you. Thank you very much for listening.